Okay, I feel like the rumor wire is a little bit calmer today, so I'm able to do this video that I wanted to do yesterday. The Russell Westbrook stuff is about the same. Okay, we're hearing more trade rumors for other teams and whatnot. We could talk about that later. I'm sure over the weekend we'll get crazy news for a crazy weekend update on Monday. But for right now, the water is calm. Therefore, we're going to be looking at some other players to get ourselves ready for this draft on Wednesday. Okay, let's do that. Hold on, let me check real quick. Twitter? Okay, all right, we're good. I'm not changing my video idea. What's going on, CK Crew? It's your boy CK2K here, and welcome back to another video. We are making sure that we are going to be catching up on some of these players. We're getting back to the scouting series that I had on this video, on this channel, on this channel. But you guys, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to like this video. Huge shout out over to NBA Draft Junkies. I'm going to be using you guys today just for a little bit of a rundown of some of these players, because for those who may or may not know about this series, I know enough about the majority of the players in this year's draft, but I don't know enough about a lot of them, because like I said, we've had players that jump from the second round to the first round, or jump out of the first round to the second round. It's very common this time of year when the later picks move around from second to late first round picks. So with that being said, there are some players later on in the draft that I am still trying to figure out whether who I want us to pick at 27, or maybe even if we do what is being rumored right now, that we trade down somebody that we can look at around that time. So I picked 4 players for today. As you remember, in our last video, I was partnered up with my brother Coda the Dreamer, aka Nick, as we looked at some Duke players. But this time we're looking at other players that are rumored that could be landed to us at 27. So first and foremost, I want to start off with Josh Green. Now, this is somebody a lot of you guys are really hoping falls down to 27 and want us to pick up with our 27th overall pick. But who is Josh Green? Josh Green is a small forward freshman out of Arizona University. He is 6'6" and he weighs 210 pounds. Josh Green is predominantly known for his 3-and-D play. He's a very highly touted defensive player with a lot of athleticism, and he is good at moving the ball. He's an aggressive slasher with a strong frame. But what people are so worried about, and the reason why he dropped so low in the draft, is because he's not the greatest at making his own shot off the dribble. His offensive creativity is not all there, and he doesn't finish the best around the rim. Again, the scouting reports are a huge shout out to Draft Junkies. Please, as you see it's right here. Check them out on their website. Check them out on YouTube. Links are going to be in the description below, but you're seeing them right here. Check out Draft Junkies. I'm getting the scouting report from them because, like I said, the players we talk about in these videos are players that I know about, but I don't know enough. So we're watching together, and we're gonna do you're gonna see my eye test in these videos. That's the point of these videos, and I want to hear what you guys are saying in the comments below and other players that I'm missing out on. So Josh Green. All right, so like we saw in the scouting report, Josh Green is not one to create his own shot, but he is a 3-and-D player, and I'm not opposed to getting a player like this. He's 6'6". I feel like that's a good position that we need. We do need a shooting guard on our team, and from what I see from Josh Green, he does that well. He does that well. He does that very well. I like it. I like it a lot, but I want to see him on the defensive end. I don't know if we're going to see that in the highlight room, in a highlight like this, but we see that he's the kind of guy that knows how to be in the right spot and can knock it down as a 3-and-D player. That's the kind of player I would like to look at. See, there it is. Okay, so he had a little bit of problem when the ball hit the floor. When it comes to his dribbling, you can see there. But that right there was a beautiful finish. What are we talking about? The scouting report said that he's not the greatest finisher, but look, he does that so well. And the thing is, the Knicks need a guy like this. The Knicks need a guy that just does his job, who's going to go and play defense for you, play solid defense, and go and make sure that if he is open, he's gonna get himself in the right position to get a shot. We need shooters, and Josh Green seems like he's the kind of guy that fills that role. I don't know, man. This kid got some moves in the paint. I don't know. Maybe it's one thing that he's definitely got to work on. Just because it is technically a negative right now doesn't mean that's something that he can improve in the future. But golly, around the rim, he's been doing some things I wasn't expecting. But yeah, I'd be cool with picking him at 27 if he falls to 27. Like I said, NBA Draft Junkies have him going 22nd to the Denver Nuggets. Let's see. If he's available, he's definitely a name on my radar. Were you guys rating Josh Green in the comments below? Is that a yay or a nay? Let me know what you guys think about it. Next name. we are going to the highly anticipated, high potential, can't not stop hearing people talk about this guy, Jaden McDaniels. According to NBA Draft Junkies, they have him going 25th to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And as you can see, Jaden McDaniels is definitely the kind of guy that's going to be a project player that has a lot of upside, but could also give you a lot of downside. Here's Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels is a 6'9", 6'10", but we'll go with 6'9" combo forward who is 200 pounds, coming from the University of Washington. Now, like I said, Jaden McDaniels has so much upside that has a lot of people excited about him in this coming draft. He is very crafty, he's shifty, and he's a natural ball handler for his size. He has crazy scoring instincts and he gets really creative with the ball. But the problem is his frame is what worries a lot of people. People think that he needs to put weight on. You look at him and you definitely can see that. He has the tendencies to be a bit of a ball stopper. That's not something that the New York Knicks need right now, and especially if it comes to the fault where he is also being called an insufficient scorer. So if you're ball stopping and you're not able to get the ball in the hoop at a sufficient rate, then that could be a problem. You guys talk about Jaden McDaniels a lot. I get confused because I thought Jaden McDaniels was already in the league, but then I realized that, what's his name? Yeah, see, I thought y'all keep talking about Jalen McDaniels of the Charlotte Hornets. Are they related? Oh my goodness, I feel like they're probably related. Yeah. Look at this, Swish saying Washington's Jaden McDaniels is a young KD. So the upside on this kid is wild, and he's supposed to go that late? See, I don't know enough about Jaden McDaniels. I gotta watch more tape on this guy, but let's watch him together right now. Oh yeah, look at I like his frame, I really do. That's him number 0. Oh, I like his frame a lot. You can definitely see he's a project though. And I think that's, the problem. A lot of Knicks fans don't want projects, but at the same time, a lot of Knicks fans are really high on this. Look at him. What is going on? Where has this guy been? Why am I only now learning about him? What is my problem? That's what I want to see. I want to see him hit a bucket. That's what I want to see. Yeah, his shot's cool. But see, the ball stopping is a problem I have too. I mean, we've gone through a lot of ball stopping in New York. We've had a lot of ball stoppers, and that's a little bit worrisome. But at the same time, if he ends up getting to the point where he can score at a more sufficient rate, even though they're saying his scoring is a little insufficient, I'm willing to make that gamble. And yeah, also players where you talk about they have to bulk up. We've seen that so many times. Brandon Ingram's, Kevin Durant, a lot of players that come in with a very skinny, wiry frame that come into the league, and they do have the ability to put on some weight and put on some strength. But I like what I'm seeing out of this kid. This Jaden McDaniels kid is pretty cool. Pretty cool coming off of the screen. Look at that. Here, is this the ball stopping? I kind of see it. And if you miss that, then that's a bad possession. I see it. And they're down 9-16. I see it. Yeah, he's gonna get. I see it. These ones are obviously coming off of positive possessions, but I can see where when the ball goes to him, it's a black hole. I can see that being a problem. I mean, in today's NBA, we're not seeing many players that are like that. Obviously, yeah, there's a lot of people that create off of the dribble and stuff like that, but we're not seeing like the players that get the ball and then no one else sees the ball ever again, because in today's NBA, the NBA moves so fast. We got a lot of ball movers, and I'm a bigger fan of that. That's why I'm a fan of players like Lonzo Ball and stuff like that. But I like it. I'm cool with it. I would take the gamble with him at 27. I'm a fan of it. I think I do like Josh Green a little bit more. Just so far, Josh Green is my favorite player that we watched today, but I do like the possibility of Jaden McDaniels. I see this. I understand why you guys like it, but let me know what you guys think about in the comments. Jaden McDaniels, yay or nay? Let me know what you guys are thinking. Next up, we have somebody that's been on a lot of people's mind. I get this comment. I get people talking to me about this guy over and over and over again, so I have to put him in this video. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be excited, but it's Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane coming out of TCU. A lot of you guys are excited. A lot of you guys say that he is a better version of what Draymond Green was coming into this draft. And I gotta be real with you, if that's the case, then I definitely have to look into him a little bit more. According to NBA Draft Junkies, as you can see, they have him going number 28 overall to the Los Angeles Lakers. And I guess the Lakers would love a fit like that. But let's look into who Desmond Bane really is. Now, Desmond Bane threw me off a little bit because when you see him, he looks like he is built like Draymond Green, but then you look at his size and he's only 6'6", 215 coming out of TCU. He did play all 4 years at TCU, and he is going to be what is known as an older rookie this year, obviously, when you play more years in college. His strengths are that he is definitely a great size for being a wing in the NBA today, strong frame, and he knows his NBA role. control. He's a great three-point shooter and shot 43% from the three-point line in over 141 games at TCU. Now, if you look at his areas that he needs to improve, there's not many of them, which is crazy. But of course, being somebody that played all 4 years of college, you do tend to go lower down in the NBA draft. According to NBA draft junkies, they say that he lacks an ideal athleticism for the size that he has, and he's not much of a ball handler. So the ball comes to him, it's a quick movement, and don't expect him to dribble the ball too much. And he does not have a lot of length. As you can see, he is a very stocky dude with the size that he is. All right, Desmond Bane. You guys are huge Desmond Bane fans. All I get in my chat, Desmond Bane, CK, check out Desmond Bane. So we're looking at Desmond Bane right now. Oh, yeah, see, he's so much smaller than I thought. I thought he was a 4. Oh! Okay, but yeah, his size. Yeah, he's built, boy. I was talking about Josh Green being like Josh Hart. I don't know. This guy's built, but golly, he looked like a football player. He looked like those football players that would also be on the basketball team for your high school team that just look like they are built different, but they could actually hoop, but they're the ones that's found out in the second quarter. Yeah, that's what Desmond Bane looked like. Okay, with the step back, I like his jump shot. I like how his jump shot look. Y'all know me. You know, my favorite basketball player is Tracy McGrady. And Tracy McGrady has one of the prettiest jump shots in the history of the NBA. His jump shot was just so smooth. So I love seeing smooth jump shots. And I got to be real with you. Yeah, he don't dribble a lot. Okay, so he's a lot like Josh Green. But how is he on the defensive end? I didn't really say anything about his defense. So his defense probably ho-hum. It's probably good. Not crazy to talk about. But he's shooting 43% from the three-point line after 141 games. That is a great percentage. I mean, it's 82 games this season. This man shot at 43 from the three-point line in 141 games. I like that. That's still need a point guard. So I would be perfectly fine with this pickup if we draft our point guard with our first pick at number 8. If we get us a Kira Lewis, if we get us a Killian Hayes, if we get us a point guard at the 8th overall pick, this is somebody that I would love to see. Somebody like him or Josh Green. Obviously, yes, we have RJ Barrett who can move the ball, but a player like this needs a point guard because obviously he's not the one that's going to be out there dribbling and creating his own shot. So that's the thing we got to think about with guys like him and Josh Green. I like him a lot. Right now, the order that we watch these videos are the order that I like. I think Josh Green's number 1 for me, Jaden McDaniels, and then I like Desmond Bane. But a lot of you guys are high on Desmond Bane, so talk to me in the comment section below. Yay or nay, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of yays, but tell me why Desmond Bane is the guy that you guys are looking into. Let me know. And I saved the best for last, and I'm going with Isaiah Stewart as the next person we're looking at. Now, here's the big reason why we're watching Isaiah Stewart. Now, Isaiah Stewart's someone I do know about and someone I am actually a little bit anxious to see if we do pick him at 27. A lot of people think that Isaiah Stewart will still be there in the second round. According to NBA Draft Junkies, they have Isaiah Stewart going 30 overall to the Boston Celtics, which I think is a little bit more realistic. And I think 27 is not that out of the realm of possibility, but there are a lot of players I do like better than Isaiah Stewart. If Jalen Smith is still available, I want him. If Tyler Bay is available, I want Tyler Bay. There's a lot of players that I'm looking at 27 before I'm looking at Isaiah Stewart, but I would not be upset if Isaiah Stewart is the option we go with at 27. So, like I said, I know some about Isaiah Stewart. I didn't really watch him too much at Washington, but I knew about who he was before going to Washington. So let's watch some Washington film of him a little bit more together. But who is Isaiah Stewart for some that don't know? Isaiah Stewart is a 6'9" power forward, but could also play the center, especially at the next level at that size. He is 245 pounds, and he was also teammates with a certain player that we watched earlier, Jaden McDaniels at Washington University, or the University of Washington, excuse me. This dude has a crazy 7'4" wingspan, and he is the definition of big body. He is crazy athletic, and he is very mobile and very, very quick on his feet. He's the kind of guy that runs the floor hard and does everything that you need him to do at his position. And he's not typically the most flashy player that you're going to see on the court, but you know he's going to get the job done. Now, what people are worried about and that what they need him to improve on is that he does not have a left hand at all when it comes to anything around the rim. The reason why he was just so highly anticipated was because he just dominated at the prep level because of how crazy physical he is compared to a lot of the younger players he was playing against. He's not the greatest free throw shooter, which knowing on the New York Knicks, That's not great because we need at least somebody that can shoot a damn free throw when you play for the New York Knicks, because not anybody on there can shoot it that well. Now, as I said, I'm cool with Isaiah Stewart. If we do begin 27, I'm not entirely upset with that. I have names that are ahead of him, especially if they are still available, that, I would be a little bummed if we did get him. But if we were to draft Isaiah Stewart, I think he's the kind of guy that can go out there and be the muscle that we need. Now, I'm telling you guys, I like this kid. Now look at him in the paint. He's going to be beasting, okay? He's going to be beasting the feast, and he has a nice, cute little mid-range, nothing too much, but he is the kind of guy that's going to go down there. He's going to work in the paint. Now, that's the thing that right there that developed over the last few years is that jump shot. That jump shot is new, okay? He does have a three-point jump shot, but remember, this is college three. But look, the mid-range is crazy, and look at him in the paint. He's going to out-hustle. Look, watch him the entire way down the court. Look at him go. I like Isaiah Stewart's game, man. He reminds me a lot of Naz Reid. You guys remember Nasir Reid? That, well, he kind of fell off a little bit when he went to LSU, but now he got some good starting minutes for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He has a similar game to Naz Reid where he just does a lot of stuff around the rim. He's very old school in that sense. I like him. He can stretch. I like him. He might not be quite to Nick standards, who was a big fan of Vernon Carey, but he is projected to go higher than Vernon Carey. And I really feel like Isaiah Stewart's the kind of guy that could potentially be a steal in this draft, where, if he works on all the small things that he needs to work on, he could, in my eyes, he could potentially be the steal of this year's draft if he goes to the right team and he's drafted by the right situation. Like, I like him for the Boston Celtics. I like what this guy does. He could potentially be the steal. I firmly believe that if he's able to clean up all the little things that we mentioned that he needs to improve, the guy has stud potential all over him. Potential, though, that's the key word, potential. He is a stretch. He could stretch a little bit more. He's improving the shot, and around the rim, he's already NBA ready. So I like Isaiah Stewart. I'm cool with him at 27. I have some names ahead of him right there, Tyler Bay, but Isaiah Stewart said, Chris, at perfect time, he just blocked Tyler Bay, shutting me up. But whatever, I like him. I'm a fan of him. I think I'd be cool if we picked him at 27 for sure. But what do you guys think, man? This is another one of these scouting videos. For me, I learned a lot. I do like Josh Green a lot. I think Isaiah Stewart's gonna be my number one. But like I said, going into this, I was not fair with this one. I do know about Isaiah Stewart coming before into this video. That being said, I like Josh Green. I like what I see out of him. I understand why you guys keep talking to me about him. I understand why a lot of people, a lot of my own peers that do content creating and stuff like that, a lot of them, when they do their mock drafts, every single one of them I see get Josh Green in the second round. The favorites are Josh Green and Desmond Bane, and the thing that is in common with both of those guys is they are 3-and-D guys, and they know their role and they shoot at a high percentage. And honestly, we need that for the Knicks, but we need a point guard that can facilitate to those guys. But let me know in the comments below, of the guys that we watched today, who are your favorites? Did you know about these guys? Did this film sway you on any of these names that you might not have been a fan of before? And also, the draft's coming up Wednesday. I want to knock out one more of these before the draft, so let me know some names in the comments below. I might not get it out before the draft because we do have a tight schedule before Wednesday next week. I have some videos that I already have lined up, so we might not get another scouting one out of the way, but let me know some names I need to look up behind the scenes in the comment section below. It's been your boy CK. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification button. Let's get it. Catch you guys in the next video. Draft Solo is here. Y'all have a good weekend. Catch y'all Monday. I'm out.
Feeling like I won the lotto. Always taking trips with a new chick, asking where the time goes. And I wonder if this is all on me.